What's going on, everyone? So today the Lakers took a tough loss, right? They lost to the Chicago Bulls in a game that we really could have used as a win. You know, we were on a 3-game win streak, finally got to 500. This would have put us a game over 500. Get great news that LeBron James is returning, and it felt good, right? We came out and we just didn't play a good game all across the board. LeBron, you figure, would be a little rusty, would need a game or two to kind of get back to himself. He even reiterated that himself in the post game that, you know, he's out of rhythm. He's got to get his rhythm back, got to get his flow back. Saw him kind of forcing a couple passes and stuff. Again, not trying to blame him by any means. LeBron was great for a first game back in 6 weeks. But he's got to find his rhythm. He's got to find his kind of fit with this team, setting guys up, getting other guys going. And everyone just had a bad game across the board, right? Anthony Davis wasn't his dominant self. He got into foul trouble early, and that just became a real issue. Outside of Troy Brown, nobody else really had a great game, right? Dennis Schroeder had some moments. You know, Austin Reeves had some moments. You know, Malik Beasley had some moments. You had guys that had moments, but for the most part, we just got outplayed. Chicago wanted it more. They couldn't miss. And this still felt like a game that we could have won. As great as Chicago played about as perfect of a game as they could. Only had 9 turnovers, shot 45% from 3, 54% from 2 overall. Lakers had 18 turnovers. They missed 9 free throws, right? Like, everything that could go wrong in this game went wrong. Chicago, everything that could go right went right for Chicago. And we still only lost by 10 points. Right, this was still a game that felt at numerous times we had a chance to win. It's just we couldn't get over the hump, right? We couldn't get stops. It happens. Bad games happen. Lakers aren't going to win every game as much as we would like them to. Wednesday, play these guys again. Let's get back. Let's go punch them in the mouth at home, and let's be good, right? It happens. Like I said, I see so much overreaction when it comes to this stuff. But the reason I wanted to bring this up, the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I just, was minding my own business, and I saw this. And Malik Beasley said, 4 years on this earth, and you have already made an impact on it. Your heart, your energies, and your kindness is unmatched, little slime. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see what you have in store, little guy. Happy birthday, kiddo. Malik Beasley is celebrating his kid's 4th birthday. And the reason I wanted to talk about this and bring it up is because he is getting just blasted with people commenting on a post about his kid, about his performance lately. And people are brutal. It's the internet. And I get it. He's a public figure. He's a guy that is a professional athlete. He is on the Lakers. He hasn't been great, although he shot 42% from 3 today, 6 of 14. Some of those came late. He's been struggling. He's been a little rough since he came to the Lakers. But this is why Lakers Nation gets such a bad rap. I mean, so much so, he had to respond. Literally had to respond. It's my son's birthday, and I'm trying to enjoy that. Obviously, I want to be making shots myself. I'm harder on myself than anybody. Lakers Nation, it's only a matter of time. I put in too much work not to. I promise when the time to turn up comes, it will come. Let's focus on getting to the playoffs. Positivity is the only way to move forward from here. Love y'all, and just show some respect to me and my family, including at Montana, Yale. The fact that Beasley has to address this and say this on a post to his kid's birthday, like, it's not like he made some post of him shooting a shot like the image that's on screen or something and people were going, he's just trying to enjoy his time and have a little sentiment and a little moment for his child. And people are going after him like he's the only reason we lost this game. The guy gave us 18 points. And yes, he has struggled lately. He's been rough lately. It's basketball. It's a game, right? We all get emotional. We all get in our feelings. We all want somebody to blame. Talk about it all the time on this channel. I talk about it all the time in live streams. People, it's always Darvin Ham's fault. Before that, it was LeBron James's fault. It was Russell Westbrook's fault. It's Anthony Davis's fault. It's one person or the other's fault. People always want to point the finger at one individual person. But there's levels to this. And look, I challenge other creators in this space to hopefully address this and make a video about it. Because I feel as somebody that has a platform, that is a Laker fan, that is in the space that I'm in. I have a decent following. I'm not like some big YouTuber or anything like that. I'm still a very small fish in a giant ocean. But I have enough, and enough people watch it, that I feel like I need to address this because it's ridiculous, right? Like, how can you call yourself a fan and then attack the people you're supposed to be supporting? How can you call yourself a fan and then be so vulgar and just brutal? And I see it all the time, like on the channel, in the comment section, stuff like that. And I'm not talking about criticism, right? We all criticize. I'll make points. I'll say, this player did this, that, and the other. Whatever, right? There's a difference between criticism, constructive criticism, being a fan and just being in the moment. And then it's another thing to just attack people and, blame people and act like they just killed your dog or something. Like it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Nobody brought Malik Beasley here to be, the second coming of Reggie Miller or, Ray Allen or Steph Curry. We got him for peanuts for a reason. The guy is a great shooter. He's one-dimensional. He provides what he provides. When he's not shooting great, he's not shooting the lights out, he doesn't really provide much more, right? He's actually been very good defensively. He didn't have a great defensive game today, but he's been very good defensively compared to where he's been defensively for like the Timberwolves and the Jazz. He's actually been very solid for the Lakers. And the guy puts a lot of work in. The guy gets hot. He's always been that guy, right? He's always been a guy. He'll have 5, 6, 7, 8 games where he just can't buy a bucket. And then he'll have 10 games where he shoots like 70% from the field. And it'll be like 8 of 10 or something like that, right? And like he said, it'll come. When I get there, it'll come. And I work too hard. I put in the work in, blah, blah, blah. And he does, right? We got him for a 3-point purpose. We got him for LeBron James. And he hasn't gotten to play with LeBron. He played, 3 games with LeBron? And it's not a coincidence that his best performance games were with LeBron. And you saw he got better shots when he was on the court with LeBron. Some of them he hit, some of them he missed. He went on a stretch that almost brought us back into the game at one point. He hit like two or three straight threes and got it to like single digits. Like, the guy is a basketball player. It happens. But the guy's trying to enjoy a moment with this kid and make a post about his kid, and he has a bunch of so-called Laker fans attacking him. And the reason I challenge other YouTubers in this space that are Laker fans is to address it. Like, if you're one of those people, like, why? You're not a fan to me. You're a troll. You're somebody that's just hateful and spiteful. It's ridiculous. It's a basketball game. You lose basketball games. It happens. And no team in the history of the NBA have ever gone 82-0. It's never happened. Even the Warriors, who have the record, lost games. It happens. Teams lose games. It happens. And to go and just berate and attack somebody because they made a post about their kid and telling them that, stuff like, oh, you should focus on the game of basketball. Like, you think that you think they don't have a life? You think that they don't have family? They don't have children? The fact that he has to ask people to respect him and his family is just so disgraceful. And then people wonder why Lakers Nation has such a bad rep. Why so many people think we're just ridiculous fans and ridiculous over-the-top fandom. It's because of instances like that. And I get it's a small minority in the majority of Lakers Nation. Most people, based on this channel, right? I know a lot of you really just, we have our back and forth. You'll get caught up in the moment. I have people all the time that I see that'll get caught up in the moment. I'll remind them like, hey, it's a game, take a breath, what happens. And you usually will respond like, hey, you're right. I just get frustrated, like, and I get it. I do too. I get frustrated too. I know when I get on the live streams, it's positive, it's all love, it's all vibes. I'll give my analysis. I'll talk about this, that, and the other. And look, I've lost subscribers because people have said I'm too positive for the Lakers. But I'm a fan of the Lakers. Why do I want to just degrade and berate the team that I'm supposed to be supporting? Good or bad. I don't care if they win 1 game or they win 82 games. I am still a diehard Laker fan through and through. I'm not some casual. I'm not some bandwagon fan. I'm not some dude. I am somebody that I don't care if the Lakers are the worst team in NBA history. That's still my team. I'm riding with them. Let's go. Let's put the straps on. Let's get it. Lakers, oh yeah, they're 2-10. I was still, hey, we have a shot. Don't worry, we'll turn it around. We'll be good. Now look, we're at 500, a game under 500 now after this loss. We have a legit shot of making the playoffs. People are genuinely worried and concerned that we might win the NBA championship this year if we get into the playoffs. Teams are doing everything they can to keep us out of the playoffs because it's the Lakers. Support the team. It's a game. It's a basketball game. It's a game. And I'm sure this video is probably, winded for no reason. I'm sure that most people, if you're one of those people that are leaving comments like that under Beasley's Twitter and stuff and his little post, you don't care. Nothing I say is going to change you because that's just who you are as a person. You're either miserable, pathetic, sad, lonely, or you need attention. It's one of those things. But if I could just have even just one or two of those people watch this video and go, you know what? He's right. I am better than that. I need to be better than that. It is just a game, right? Like, guys have good games. They have bad games, right? I mean, we've seen athletes get death threats over losses, over like family members getting death threats. It's so despicable. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. And I haven't had a platform in the time when stuff like that has happened, and I do now. And I will continue to spread positivity. I will continue to spread good vibes. I will continue to call out negativity. I will continue to be somebody in this space. If I lose subscribers, if I gain subscribers, if I whatever, I don't care. I don't need subscribers that are going to be like that are literally going to be attacking somebody and their family because he's having a bad game. I want the people that are about supporting the Lakers, supporting the team, being about the vibe. I'm not talking about having a bad day. We all have bad days. We all get in our feelings. We all have emotions. We all want somebody to blame. There's a difference between just being frustrated and just being a knucklehead and just being goofy. And that's the difference. That's my problem. It's just despicable to me. It really is. And again, the only reason I wanted to make this video is because I'm somebody that is now in this space. I am somebody that is growing pretty rapidly. And I get good views and stuff like that. And I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful and I'm very honored. But I also feel like in this position, I have a duty to speak the truth and to, hopefully provide positivity and some change. That's really what I want. I really like I said, if I can turn even just one person's perspective, somebody that, maybe would have behaved that way or did something like that in the past, if I could change that person and have them go, you know what, he's right, then this video was worth it. And I hope other YouTubers in this space, the ones that are especially much bigger than I am, because again, I am nowhere close the biggest in this space. I hope that they call this out too, because it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's a game. We're fans. We're all sitting on our couch at home doing nothing. Relax. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. However you feel about this, I'd love to hear it. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Whatever. I'd love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments.